last week on Sharpshooter South Africa, 11 photographers were tasked with interpreting a landscape photographic brief. They were in the beautiful Kamati Gorge in Mpumalanga. They were challenged, pushed to the edge of their knowledge, expertise, strategy, and skill. The lesson learned: adapt and shoot or face the consequences. The judges were ruthless. The stakes were high. And in the end, only the strongest and most talented sharpshooter was rewarded with immunity.
I'd like to say well done.
Thank you very much.
You took the best shot.
2 of our contestants did not take the best shot, and they were sent home.
Lola, unfortunately, you did not take the best shot. You do not have what it takes to be a sharpshooter.
But Johnson, you did not take the best shot, and you're not ready to be a sharpshooter.
Join us in the action as we chase the perfect shot. Teams, welcome back to the gallery. Our 4th Sharpshooter Challenge is abstract photography. This is the challenge. Take that one single shot of this monolithic, abandoned power station that infers some commonly identified elements. Now, we know the drill. It's a new challenge. We're going to choose new team leaders. I'm going to start with you, Team Optical. Lola made the wrong decision. Lola's gone. We're left now with only 2 of you. Do you realize what it boils down to now? If you don't take the perfect shot, you are both automatically up for elimination. And one of you has to take on that responsibility again of team leader. Who's it going to be? Thanks, Ian. Good luck. Team Aperture. Who's going to take on the responsibility and be your team leader for our abstract challenge?
Jing, John, I'll be team leader.
Andrea, you're stepping up. Are you ready for it?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, Team Exposure. Who is going to step up and be your team leader for our abstract challenge?
Definitely Taz.
Definitely not.
No, I'll be leader.
Paul, you're going to be team leader. There's a lot at stake. People are leaving, and they're leaving quick. Exposure. Pierre was our sharpshooter on last week's challenge, so you get to choose a specific theme. These are your options: light and contrast, steel and industry, or decay and desolation. Which one do you choose?
You choose steel and industry.
You choose steel and industry. Team Aperture. You still have light and contrast, or decay and desolation. What do you choose?
We've chosen light and contrast.
Right. That leaves us with Team Optical. You have decay and desolation. Remember, the challenge is abstract photography. Go take the best shot. Good luck. Let's go.
Now that I have immunity, I feel like a different person. Totally calm, no nerves anymore, and I just had to focus on a shot today.
I'm glad he eventually shot a shot that could back up his mouth.
I'm quite excited about the task ahead, actually. I enjoy abstract photography, and you almost can't go too wrong as long as you get a good angle.
The colossal Orlando Power Station, built in 1939, was once the largest power station in the Southern Hemisphere. This unique landmark on Soweto's skyline is the focus of our abstract photographic challenge. Team Aperture, you've chosen light and contrast as your theme within our abstract challenge. You have this incredible, huge building. Interpret the light and the contrast using commonly identifiable elements. Immunity is up for grabs. The title of sharpshooter is up for grabs. You know what you have to do? The time we're going to give you for this challenge is 45 minutes. Your 45 minutes is starting now, Team Aperture. Go get that shot. Good luck.
45 minutes.
Well, in regards to Johnson going home, I feel that he didn't shoot the best image, and he kind of owes it to himself to going home. It is a little sad to see a team member go, but that's how the game goes. So we just I got to think about myself now and get myself further in the game. So I need to concentrate on that.
You've got your elements reflected in here, so you got a different angle. Look at the contrast levels already are so vast with water droplets on it. I mean, it's already got elements that make it very abstract. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Cool.
In terms of incorporating abstract with capturing the essence of this building, we could overlay pictures. So we get the building in the one picture, we get the abstract form of something smaller, another picture, and combine the two.
All to his own. Photography is very subjective. Everyone has their own opinion, and that's the thing about photography. It's open for one's own interpretation, but at the end of the day, it's who best interprets these briefs. These briefs are what we're going for, not necessarily the best shot. We've seen in some of the examples in previous votings how the best shot might not have won simply because it was the best shot. If it missed the task, it missed the task.
Our task is obviously to capture the abstract in the building, while still being able to make it commonly identifiable to the judges who obviously know the space. I think it is slightly tough, partly because I think we have been overthinking it.
We're ready for abstract.
Ooh, stunning.
No, that's not working out for me.
I think the thing that's going to bother me the most as team leader is actually choosing who to take with me to elimination, especially between Chad and Mars, because they're both very, very talented people. I don't know who I'm going to choose.
Just shout if I'm in any of your frames.
Cool.
You're in my frame. You're going to get a shot of the tower just to overlay.
Yes. Check out whack. I mean, like, wow. Check out weird that looks.
Sure.
The mixture of colors and stuff as well.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm using a 24 to 70 mil. I'm using this lens just basically because the other one's way too wide, but I'd like to use a macro lens when I have a chance.
25 minutes, Miles.
I think it's proving quite difficult for us to get the shots. I mean, a lot of repetitiveness in the scene that we've seen, so to try and find something different. And we need to tie it in so the judges can obviously, know that it is the power station, so we can't focus too intensely on one object.
It's everything, including the kitchen sink.
I've just gone into the tripod so that I can squeeze as much depth of field and focus out of this as I possibly can.
Chad, 10 minutes.
Miles? Are you done there?
Where's your frame?
Just over there.
So I'm safe from this side. Is this too far for you?
Just to hide in the wall, just behind the wall, just for 2 seconds.
Okay, make quick, because I want to go down there for a shot.
No, you guys are still in shot there. Come closer to that wall. To the, where Andrea, yeah.
Chad, if you can make quick, I still want to get a shot down there,
Cool.
eh?
2 seconds.
Thank
Guys,
you.
we're really running out of time.
Chad, yeah, just make quick, because I need to go down there and do a shot, please.
1 shot. That's all I'm needing. 1 shot. Thank you. Cool.
Okay, guys. Looks like we've got some good shots. I think we need to get going. I think it was a pretty cool task. I enjoyed the idea of having an abstract photography task. There were quite a few restrictions. Like, for example, it's abstract, so in a way you're not trying to show what you're shooting, but at the same time you need to show the place you're shooting. It's almost like a little bit of a contradiction, so it's a little bit difficult.
Challenging, as they all are. But with its own challenge, like I was saying to my team members at first, you get so excited because it's something very creative, you can be so out of the box. But once again, drawing it down to the brief, the most important thing.
Could have been better, but I'd like to go to the lab tomorrow. I've got a couple of ideas for some images which will need the lab, a bit of pushing, a bit of pulling over there, so that's generally the way in which I shoot anyway. So yeah, no, I'm confident there's definitely an image or two in there that I can use.
Team Aperture have completed their abstract task. And in the starkness of this giant structure, Team Optical now face the challenge of capturing their best shot.
We've got a huge task ahead of us today. It's the abstract and difficult. We're in an incredible setting, but yeah, just my nerves, my strategizing, what shot, how we're going to do the shot, what lenses I'm going to use, what settings, lighting. I'm a bit, yeah, I need a coffee.
Team Optical, decay and desolation. Kind of speaks for itself. I don't have to tell you what's at stake here. You have to take the best shot on the abstract challenge. You have to, if you want to stay on Sharpshooter South Africa. Good luck. Go and take that best shot. On this challenge, you have 45 minutes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Following the session in the gallery yesterday evening, we did choose the most, not the strongest shot.
If my shot was the worst shot, then obviously I've got to lift my game.
Through here?
This is a definite. Look at the lighting there. Okay.
You want to do that one
2
up there
minutes
with the
already
water?
gone, eh? Yeah.
Okay, and I want to do one on this side.
I do have a strategy, as mentioned before. It's obviously to stay in the game as long as possible and to try and take the best winning image, which we've been trying to do all the time, and myself in particular as well. Obviously, the individual factor of it.
Things that are typically power station, though, we must just keep that in mind.
All the way down.
That's stunning. I love
See this? You see the contrast? Look at the shadows. Now, if you're flashing from here on each column, walking down, you're going to get lines right across this like this.
Okay. So I must run down at the same time?
You just walk down the side and you flash on each column. Let's go and do those shots. You can do that first shot while I get the one next to it. Remember the in-out focus.
Good luck. Let's get it. As I've made it through the 2 eliminations that I've been up for, first place becomes that much closer, and I would very much like to win the competition. How's it going, Ian?
Good.
The task is quite difficult. Our time has been shortened. I'm moving to the next one.
Yeah. The task so far, I'm really excited about it. I think it's a really, really nice subject, and it's a mind-blowing location. Jude, how are you doing that?
It's quite difficult, I have to say. It's much easier when there's more of us.
We've had 15 to 20 minutes already.
Too much attention.
Yes, I'm on to seconds. I'm on to 8 seconds. Oh my word, lovely. 13 seconds. Okay.
Disturb you? Okay.
No.
I'm fine.
Are you happy with the doctor?
Perfect. What did you do?
I helped you. That's what it's about.
With our task today, if I am up for elimination with Ian, I have a strong, I'll be able to stay. And I think the pressure is really on. It's just you want to get that perfect shot, and you've got, your life depends on it. And you put so much pressure on yourself, I think also because you just know this is it. Hang on. Okay, this is actually getting a lot better. It's much better if you think about the shot. You have to spend some time to calm down, obviously, but it's much better. My strategy with regards to that is just to today have a very, very keen eye, look at using some different techniques. I'm still trying to find that. Keep in mind contrast, make sure that whatever I do fits the brief perfectly, and just get that shot.
One minute and we're wrapping.
I'm not sure if I've got the shot, but we'll have to see when we review the pictures. But that was tough. That was difficult. Yeah.
You think you got the shot?
I'm not sure if I've got the shot. We'll have to see the pictures.
How come? You just want to see them on the computer first.
Yeah.
Right, let's get out of here.
Okay, well done. Thanks for your help as well.
It's a pleasure.
Well done.
Well done, eh? I'm feeling pretty good about the abstract task. I've always been confident about my shots and about the rest of the teams. We never know that we are safe because it's up to the judges how they perceive things and whether we've captured the task 100% or not.
I'm highly critical of my work, so maybe I'm just being over, but yeah, I'm not happy.
Right, Team Exposure, you have chosen steel and industry as your theme in our abstract photographic challenge. As far as I'm concerned, you couldn't have asked for better subject matter considering this incredible, awesome location. Your brief is this: capture the identifiable elements of this monolithic structure. The winning shot gives you immunity, but I don't have to tell you that, Team Exposure. You have been our winning team for the last 2 weeks. Do you think you can make it 3?
Yes, definitely.
We have to.
The amount of time we're going to give you to do exactly that is 45 minutes. Team Exposure, your time starts now. Good luck. Take the perfect shot.
Okay, guys.
Let's just keep talking.
Quickly. Taz, you want to follow me then?
So about 20 minutes.
I actually wouldn't mind going
Oh, I'm going straight to the other side.
Pierre, no running.
Straight down, girl. Just watch it, please. start to take a shot from here. Okay, Tazzy, let them leave those lights on.
I'm so scared of this edge.
Well, in our team, the most inexperienced person is Tasman, so although she's trying and she's giving it her best, she just needs a bit of help. I mean, it's just about experience, and you can't learn everything overnight. It's good that Pierre's trying to help her out. I'm not sure how much help he's giving her, but he's doing his best, and that's good. Yeah, it's helping us along. It keeps our collage strong.
Now we can go, we'll adjust it, we'll put it on to like what happens. Now that's going to be in focus, this is going to be in...
What makes it identifiable?
We've got exactly 40 minutes, we've done 5 already, hey, and we haven't even moved from one spot.
So it isn't working?
But just something's not working at the moment, and I don't know what it is. That is so beautifully lit, but not getting it yet.
How do you make it so that everything's not blurry?
Everything's not blue, you have to go on F22. But you have to be on a tripod. I'm going to loan you a tripod then.
No, it's okay.
If you know what shot you want, I'm going to give you my tripod for a little bit.
No, it's okay.
Okay, we haven't got too much time to play with. My teammate so far was Tasman, or is Tasman. But Tasman has to go sometime, so I think that I need to find someone else. And maybe it'll be Paul, because I don't get on too well with Mommy. And she knows it. The two of them get on well, but I think Paul's my way forward here. Coming up with a bit of a flash.
I don't know anything about photography. I don't pretend to. I'm a model, that is what I do. I'm here to try it out. It's difficult to pick everything up in 2 weeks. I'm battling.
Fighting to capture the abstract lines and identifiable elements of the Orlando Power Station, time is running out for Team Exposure. They battle to capture that single best shot for their task, steel and industry.
Taz, I think we've chosen the best spot.
25 minutes left.
Taz, you got your shot. Did you keep the one I gave you, or did you lose it?
I deleted it.
You deleted it?
Yes.
You don't like my work? Tasman can piggyback on me all the way because I'm actually taking her photographs for her. And yes, I can let her go all the way, but do I want to go up against the best person to win this competition, or do I want to go up against someone like Tasman, who isn't a real photographer? My strategy will rather be to take the best person into the final and go up against them. But yes, we can use Tasman as a draw card the whole way.
You know, it's difficult. I love abstract, and the conditions are difficult, but I'm hoping if I haven't got it yet, I'll get it so shortly.
Oh my gosh, this is so sexy. Chances of me being sharpshooter at the moment, looking at my shots, pretty good. So let's see if they will choose me. Please let them. But I doubt it. Wow, how sexy is this? Who lit this place up like this all of a sudden?
Guys, 10 minutes left, please.
Oh, I'm so tired of taking pictures of bolts.
Have you just done bolts?
No.
What do you guys think? Does anyone want to shoot with the lights off, or like turn some lights off?
No, I just want this. Can I just get the shot, please?
It's appalling. I've got a 2-legged tripod.
I have got it.
Pierre sounds like an animal in distress.
Okay, guys, if you need the shot for the day, I have got it. What are you looking at?
I'm just looking.
Let's see it? Yes, and crop it. Do you like it or not?
It's average.
It's average. Okay, well then do it in another angle. Just let me do it. I'll take one. Can we just see it?
Okay, guys, I think it's time, eh? Time's done, guys.
Says you're right.
45 minutes up.
The lens
You're right.
is too
The lens is
big.
good. Go. Well done.
It was nice.
Well done. Excellent. Cheers, well done.
That was terrible.
Why? You did it right.
Lucky for me, my team has been getting immunity. Otherwise, I would have been out of here a long time ago.
Pierre always thinks he's got the shot. So we'd have to review it and have a look and see if he has it.
Get out of here.
Paul is a very soft guy, so as team leader, he was quite happy for us all to do our own thing. He didn't really lead.
I think at this stage in the game, our group knows each other quite well, so leadership wasn't a big issue. We all know our roles in the team. We've been together for 4 weeks now. We've stayed together as 4, so we know each other well. So it was just about getting on the job and giving people the freedom to take their best shot. So as a group, we get the best shot and get immunity.
We haven't got too many chances with the elimination process. Obviously, it's a 50-50. There's only 2 of us left in the group, so it is going to be very daunting and difficult. But, you know, it's about capturing the theme, and the tasks are getting more difficult. The brief's getting more substantial and elaborate. So it's up to the judges to decipher how they want to do it.
Shot selection is absolutely crucial. I mean, that's how so many people have gone home, because they chose the incorrect shot. Basically, at the end of the day, I'm going to see which shot has achieved the brief the best. So not necessarily the prettiest shots or the most technically correct shots, but the shot that fits the brief best. Obviously, I'm automatically up for elimination, so my shot needs to be strong to survive. And I'm up against 2 very, very strong team members, so I'm very nervous.
Team exposure. You were our winning team on the previous challenge, so you got to choose first according to our themes on our abstract photographic challenge. You chose steel and industry. We're here in the lab. You're going to be given some time to make your shot selections. Choose very carefully. People are going home because the wrong shots are being submitted to the panel. You have 20 minutes, and your time starts now. Good luck.
Yes.
I must say, I think out of the teams, I think ours was the most difficult.
I am going to create a masterpiece. What these judges think about it? Let's see.
Yay, we've made it to task 4.
Okay, now I've got the hanger today.
Tasman can do it. Penguin can do it.
Guys, I don't know which one to pick.
How's yours looking? See, that's my favorite.
I mean, they're both great shots, but for the brief and the great shot, number 1 and number 2 on the right.
See, I really like this.
Yeah, miss, if you're happy with it.
All right. Start making your shot selections, please.
I don't think anyone's as strong as mine. Tell you the truth. Do you want to vote on each of yours?
Here's the file created.
Ian, final? Nothing?
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Your time's up. Is it going to be your shot, Ian, or Judy's?
Judy's.
Whose shot is going to be Team Aperture's best shot?
I think I'm going to have to go with Chad's shot.
Chad's shot. Okay, Paul, I need to know whose shot you will be submitting as your team's best shot.
I think we're going to be selecting mine.
Going to be yours?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it. Time's up. Head back to the gallery.
I've got a strong feeling we are going to win today's challenge, and I think we could win it with any one of those shots.
I'm feeling livid. For the first time in the competition, I had an awesome, awesome photograph. And what did I tell you about these guys? Jealousy, jealousy, they'll not choose my photograph. Livid.
You have to go on brief. That's what this competition's about. And I think mine was more on brief than Piers.
Okay, yesterday's shoot took place in this amazing power station. One of the subjects that they had within the abstract challenge was to do light and contrast. And when they did this particular shoot, there actually wasn't any light and contrast. It was completely grey and flat. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they actually came up with.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so that is light.
Okay.
And
Why so green?
oh, I'm not sure. Goodness me.
Wow. Why are they so green?
Light and contrast.
Maybe they wanted to give that cross-processed kind of look. I'm not quite sure what they're going for there. I mean, there is green in the structure.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think in terms of light and contrast,
Yeah,
that is-
they've got it there.
that is wonderful.
It's not very abstract though.
It's very interesting because it actually didn't
I
look
love
like
this, but
at
I mean,
all.
you just can't see it because
amazing.
of the print or because of the way it's processed or something.
I don't know if it's reflections or it almost looks like
It looks like it's a double image.
Yeah, it's like it's double exposed.
It's double exposed, yeah.
Okay, this is the shot they selected as their winning photograph.
So this is the one they chose out of the best.
It's the sharpshooter.
Did they have any lights? They were supplied a Pro Photo pack, which was a portable flash.
No.
Did they use it?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, let's move on. So what was the brief for Team Exposure?
Team Exposure, it was steel and industry, and I think they really sort of honed in on the monolithic size of this structure. So let's see what they've managed to do.
Wow, okay.
Nice.
Now, this is quite interesting because, I mean, there is nothing sharp in this. Okay. Hold on, maybe it's me. No, it's not
No,
me.
I think you're right. And that is
Wow,
amazing.
that's amazing.
Well, I don't know, this is pretty cool.
It
huh?
looks like a space.
It does.
It does,
spaceship,
looks like a
huh?
spaceship, huh?
Like a rocket. That's lovely. The
This
face
is the photograph.
Oh, is that the one they chose?
This is the one they chose.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
That's a shame. Well, I mean, it's
Do
not
you think
really.
so? I love
think
that.
I like this one more.
I love the crop. I love the way they've made it.
That's cool. I do like the
Zeta.
crop, eh?
Yeah.
I think that
I
is
think
nice. It's the first time we've seen anybody crop a print
Yeah.
and do something
Yeah,
different,
which
which
is
is
great.
showing some
Yeah.
imagination with these guys. Okay.
Okay, and the last one is
And-
decay and desolation.
Whoa. It feels very clean, though, for decay. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's like it looks like there's light behind this pillar, and it's like
Like rays of
Yeah.
the sun are just peering behind it. It's lovely. So we good?
yeah,
Okay.
cool.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Exciting time. Let's bring them in.
Judging's about to take place. I'm feeling quite nervous, but confident. I'm not nervous because I don't trust in our photos. I'm just nervous because you never know what to expect. And with abstract, there's so much room for interpretation. It really can go any way.
If we aren't given immunity again, I'll probably take Tasman. I just think she's maybe just a little bit inexperienced. She's done very well to get here, but I think I'll probably choose her.
Well, my choice of Judy's shot wasn't based on availability of many other images, because there is only two of us. I sincerely believe it's a very strong image. It speaks and shouts out abstract. Whether or not the judges perceive it to have the encompassing and enveloping of this beautiful structure is left up to them to decide.
Teams, welcome back to the gallery. You have all successfully completed your fourth sharpshooter challenge, abstract photography. As always, we throw it to our panel. We'd like to know a little bit about what you expected from our contestants on our abstract photographic challenge.
Now, as we know, abstract is a very subjective subject, but it's also an incredibly challenging one and very difficult, especially in yesterday's weather conditions. And you had to depict or capture certain elements, recognizable elements, within the backdrop of this abandoned power station. Some of you got it, some of you didn't.
Thank you very much, Jenny Button. Team leaders, come and join our panel at the table.
Thank you.
Tell us about it, Andrew.
Our theme was light and contrast, and as you can see, there's plenty of light and contrast within that picture. I mean, shooting on the third level was very difficult because there's actually too much light for a change. You think this is a very dark building, but I think we managed to pick up the light and contrast in that picture quite well. And at the same time include getting that it's the power plant across was quite difficult, but I think that photo captured both. So that's why we chose that shot.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Paul? Talk to us. Tell us about this. Within the mini brief, one of the most important, or one of the biggest words which stood out for me was the monolithic grandeur, which is quite a big word when I first thought about it. But when you come in here and you see this place, It is massive. So it was also, for me, that was quite important to capture that in an abstract way. I mean, they said with recognizable symbols, capture the monolithic grandeur of the structure in an abstract way. So, yeah.
Ian.
Hello.
Hello. And tell us about this shot.
We tried to box clever this time, and we went for a time allocation per image and tried to get the shot that we wanted and scouted the area and then started shooting. And Judy came up with that shot which shouts out abstract. The other big thing is I did a little bit of research on the power station, and it was built in the 30s, and in these walls you would see these huge turbines. Now in that line and that cavity that Judy's managed to capture there was this huge turbine that used to be fed coal.
Well, I'd like to say that, you know, it's so nice and refreshing to actually hear you guys reading in and giving the brief some life. You know what I mean? That's kind of the idea here. So it's so refreshing to actually hear you putting that thought into it. And I think it does come through on those images, on all of you. So well done on everybody.
All right, thank you, panel. Thank you, team leaders. Please rejoin your teams. Okay, that brings us to the moment of reckoning. Our panel have chosen, they have selected, and they have made that all-important decision, which is final. In a few minutes, two of you will be turning your camera switches to the off position. But before we do that, we want to know who our sharpshooter is for our abstract challenge. So can we please have our sharpshooters from each team come and join our panel? They're your sharpshooters. Back to you, panel.
Chad, did you do something to this photograph to make it look a bit green?
And I just did a bit of in-camera editing.
Okay. And you didn't use any strobes or lights on this shot? No.
Why didn't you? You had them. Why didn't you?
I didn't want to waste time in doing something that I didn't know. And honestly, this was my very last shot.
We felt, all three of us at the same time, we liked this picture. We felt there was a better photograph in your collage.
Paul, I thought the shot had some beautiful features to it, and it's a lovely shot. Saying that, I have to come over to you, Judy. This is a lovely shot as well, and once again, when we look at all of these together, it's difficult for us. It's a tough choice. It always is. Sometimes we agree. I think sometimes we don't. And I think on this one we do agree. And I think the best thing to do here is to say congratulations to Judy. You are the sharpshooter.
Congratulations, Judy. You are our sharpshooter for the abstract challenge. Well done, my dear. You get your luxury getaway at Chukudu Bush Lodge in Pilanesberg National Park. You also have immunity on this and the next challenge. Your team, all one of them, is currently completely safe. Thank you very much, sharpshooters. You can go back to your teams. Congratulations, Judy. Team Optical. Could I please have our team leaders now come and take your seat, come and join the panel. Right, team leaders, back to that big responsibility thing. You know what you have to do now? You have to choose someone else from your team that will be joining you in front of our panel. Andrea, I look to you first. Please make your choice. Right, Andrea's chosen Miles.
There's no one else to choose.
Thank you, Paul. Please make your choice. Paul has chosen Tasman. And that takes us back to you, panel.
Andrea, in the collage, which picture did you take?
That one.
Okay. And why is it so green?
Yeah. It's a choice.
Yes, it was a conscious choice. Again, I felt the color setting of the factory was a very sort of green setting, and to bring out the abstractness of it.
Okay. And you did hear when I was speaking to Chad that I said there was another photograph that we felt was stronger than the one that you chose.
Yes.
And that photograph was actually Miles. So, sorry to say, you are not a sharpshooter. You did not take the best shot.
Andrea, will you please leave the gallery?
Paul, Which one was his?
Tasman's was centre. Centre.
Oh, was it? The one I just touched? Okay. Your shot seems to be blurred, Tasman.
It's soft.
It is.
Is that purpose?
No.
Why?
What happened?
But I was unfortunately, the only one in the team that didn't have a tripod.
What did you think about the challenge?
It was difficult.
So photography's just not taking a picture.
No, not at all. It's technical. There's thought behind it. It's definitely not aim and shoot at all.
Okay.
Tasman, you did not take the best shot.
Thank you, guys. I'm not happy. Everyone here deserves to be here. I've just tried. I've been amateur. I've tried my best. I can't keep up with these guys.
Tasman, please leave the gallery.
Thank you.
So, Paul, you stepped it up from the last time that we saw your photography. Thank goodness. Keep up the good work. It's only going to get tougher. I promise.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Paul. Please rejoin your teams. Okay, well, there we go. Like Brian said, it's not going to get any easier. You need to maintain. You're still here. Congratulations, or maybe even up your game if you want to survive on Sharpshooter South Africa. Stay focused, look sharp, and I will see you all on our next challenge.
Cropping is hugely important, and as we saw in Paul's shot, what impact that gave, that incredible, the sort of busyness of that shot. I'm sure if he'd left the entire shot, the full size, it probably wouldn't nearly have been as impactful as it was in that crop. And the winning shot was incredible. I mean, it was very exciting. It was a proper photographer's shot.
In terms of the entire judging procedure, I was quite shocked at the outcome, sort of what our group had anticipated. We were really confident of our team shots and we lost the brief. So yeah, I was quite taken aback, I'm not going to lie. I am sad to go, but I'm glad I'm going now and not at a previous point, because at least I've been further enough into this competition to have taken so much from it, so many friendships, I've learned so much. So I am sad, but I'm also happy that I was here to begin with.
On Sharpshooter, I have learned to take photos better than the average. So I'll be taking much better pictures of my animals.